let's say house prices do double in the next 5 years. Somebody who's maybe 18 now, be 23 then, they recognize they have zero chance of getting on the housing ladder, of getting to that level playing field. Those people just start blaming immigrants and foreigners, and they're drawn to the right. I mean, that seems the present trajectory, doesn't it?
Have you ever gone on the subreddit Wall Street Bets?
No.
There's a subreddit, obviously you know what Reddit is, right?
Yes.
For those who don't know, it's a big American social media platform. It leans quite male. It's, you know, maybe it's people my age now, but there's a subreddit called Wall Street Bets, right? And guys go on here and they take their $300,000 inheritances and they spunk it on the riskiest gambles and they video themselves doing it. And 95% of them lose it straight away. And 1 in 20 will become a millionaire. In an insane way, this is a rational thing to do when playing it straight, working as hard as you can, getting a job doesn't offer you enough money to buy a house and support a family. So what will young people do, particularly young men who feel that society doesn't give them any place to go? I mean, you know, there's lots written about this, about what happens to societies that doesn't provide young men a reasonable route to security. You know, they could go in a lot of directions. Yeah, I lived in Japan for a couple of years where you have this concept of the hikikomori, just stays inside, you know, doesn't try to date, doesn't try to get a job, just gets involved in like computer games and anime. And then obviously in the US, you've got the incels, and here you've got people who support Andrew Tate. I've got no hate for people who support Andrew Tate because I see what we've put on the menu for them. You know what I mean? I grew up poor. I grew up poor in London. It's shit being poor. People fucking look down on you. People think you're fucking stupid. People think you're lazy, you know. I remember when we all turned like 16 and my mates all got cars. I remember some girl saying, "Oh, have you seen Raj's new car? He must be doing really well for himself." I was fucking 16. You know what I mean? Like, but people thought I was poor because I was a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? And this is what we put on the plate for our young people. But not only do we do that, we turn around and we tell them, you can have anything you want as long as you hustle hard enough. Well, the flip side of that is, if you didn't fucking get anything, you didn't fucking hustle hard enough, did you? But the truth is, so I come from a poor background. I went to LSE and I went to Oxford and I worked in the city and now I work in media. So I've seen quite a wide scope of society here. Somebody said to me this idea, if you work hard enough, you can make it. Other than me, I couldn't think of a single person I grew up with who significantly raised himself in the social hierarchy. Every single person I know ended up pretty much as rich as their dad. That's the world that we live in. And then we turn around to kids and say, well, if you didn't make it, it's because you didn't fucking hustle hard enough. Well, it's pretty clear that the outcome is 95% dad. So tell them that. If you didn't make it, you picked the wrong fucking dad. Pick again. You know, so I think if you create this society that tells young people, especially young men, you know, you can make it if you work hard enough, hustle hard enough, try harder, and simultaneously determines outcomes almost entirely at birth, of course these guys are going to go mad. Of course they're going to go mad. And my friends who come from poor backgrounds, they don't understand why they can't afford a house, because my friends who come from richer backgrounds got given 400 grand by their mum when they want to buy a house. You know, I think we should just tell the truth to the kids and say, listen, we fucked it. Us, the older generation, we fucked it. We decided that we were going to totally end social mobility, and that's the way it is now. Just accept where you are. But we don't tell them that. We tell them, you know, get rich or die trying. Well, they've only got one of those, which is achievable.